Okay, good morning or afternoon, whatever time it is. I've been craving some oysters, so we're gonna go to this little seafood restaurant to go get some. And then I'm gonna come back home, show you guys how I make my smoothies, and then we are gonna do some face mask slash self-care tonight. So yeah, enjoy. Also, all my curly and wavy hair girls, we are having a really good hair day today. And also too, I want to show you guys my fit check. I forgot to do that this morning. Excuse the stuff on the counter. But fit check, again, as always, Fashion Nova. I love this blue. I think it looks so pretty. So yeah, let's go eat. Okay, so we're at the oyster place. This place actually is surprisingly packed, and it's a Tuesday. So I was not expecting that, but here, I'm going to show you guys the outside of the restaurant. Cute little place. Oh, so happy to go eat. Okay, and this is like a little bit of the restaurant. They have me in the corner, which is perfect since I'm sitting here vlogging this. So yeah, it's a pretty big little restaurant. Okay, so I'm here at the restaurant. This is the little menu. Super cute. This is a place that my family and I go to, by the way, and yeah, I was just craving it, so I'm super excited to eat this. Oh, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hi there. How you doing? Okay. Anyways, so I am gonna get the combo platter, which is the fried oysters with the cold boiled shrimp and a side of green beans. And I will film that when I get it. Okay, so this is my little oyster platter, and then these are like little hush puppies, I guess. They look like onion rings, but they're little hush puppies. And then here's my little side of green beans. And then this is my cold boiled shrimp. It came with this coleslaw. I actually don't eat coleslaw, so we're just gonna put that over there. And then these are my little cold boiled shrimps. And I'll show you guys another shot of this in a minute. Okay, so we're back from eating. So now I'm basically going to show you guys like the ingredients that I use for my smoothies, the blender I use, and then just me chopping up some fruit. So I hope this inspires somebody to, you know, eat their greens and eat their fruits, because for me it's like I have a really hard time like eating straight up fruits and greens, but for some reason if I put it in a blender and if I drink it in a smoothie, it's a lot easier for me. And I do this every week. So again, I pretty much use the same stuff. Sometimes I switch it up, but yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this, and I hope it inspires somebody to make your smoothies, especially if you're somebody that has a hard time like eating your greens and eating your fruits. So yeah. Okay, so these are the smoothie bottles that I use. You can get these on Amazon. And then I'm going to pretty much show you guys what I use. So in my miscellaneous, I always have like some kind of big fruit, mainly watermelon. So put the watermelon there. And then we have our dragon fruit section. So these are our little dragon fruits. And then we have our kiwis. I always use a lot of kiwis in my smoothies. Like this is the one fruit that I use every single time, no matter what. And then citrus. So this is like my lemons, my oranges, excuse the dogs playing in the background. And then we have my blueberries right here. So I'm just going to show you guys my blueberries. And then grapes. I love to use a lot of grapes too. This is a fruit. And I put these in plastic bags. That way I don't have to constantly clean these containers. So, and then my strawberries right here. Again, all in plastic bags. And then my miscellaneous. This can go for like a variety of things, but I put my carrots in here. Well, I have something random back there too, but I use my carrots. And then my other miscellaneous drawer, we have my spinach, because I didn't have enough room in my large produce. So this is my, well, this is super greens. I either use spinach, kale, or super greens. So whichever one I decide. But yeah, these are pretty much the ingredients that I use. Again, this is my little organized fridge, and we're going to get started. Okay, so I just turned on the light to show you guys my setup a little bit better. But yeah, that's basically how I organize all my fruit. I have my little cutting board. I don't need a super big one. Then I got my lemon, my grapes, strawberries, dragon fruits, watermelon, blueberries, greens, kiwis. I put them in this cute little flower. And then my carrots. I use a lot of carrots, bananas, and then this is the water that I'm going to be using. And then I also have this plastic bag because I always put all the fruit skins and stuff in here because I like to pour them out outside. And this is the blender. Excuse Phoebe, she's playing right now. But this is the blender that I use. This has been probably the best blender I have ever had. So again, it is a little pricey, but it's worth the investment. And then this is like the top. You just click this in right here. And yeah, so we're just gonna get started chopping up some of these fruits. Okay, so the first thing I do for all of my smoothies is I add my greens in first. So that way I have like a big little chunk on the bottom. So I don't really correctly measure any of this. I usually just take a big handful like this. So like no proper measurement really. So I took a handful. Okay, that doesn't really look like that much, so I'm gonna take another pinch. And I think that's the best thing about your smoothies is like you don't have to like super measure it out, or at least I don't really. And then after that, I always add in my carrots right after. So we're gonna go ahead and put this up. I put a generous amount of carrots typically in here. And then the dragon fruit, that's another thing that takes up a bunch of room, but dragon fruits are really good for antioxidants, by the way. So yeah, I love using some dragon fruit. And then I just pour as much carrots as I want. So the bottom of my smoothies are always my greens and my carrots every single time. Those are always like my go-to. Okay, I think that's enough. Well, I'd like 2 more. That's enough carrots. And then I am gonna cut up this dragon fruit. So I'm gonna show you guys how to easily like cut up a dragon fruit. I just cut it like right in the middle, right here. So we're just gonna cut this up. And then all I do, so yeah, that's this one, it's done. So all I do is I take my thumb and I poke it at the very bottom of this, and then I just push it out like that. There we go. And then again, I have my little bag because this goes to the insects and all the animals and stuff. So that's what I use that bag for. And then I'm just gonna cut this dragon fruit just like this, kind of like in four or 3 little parts. I could cut it smaller, but it still fits anyway. So we're gonna put the dragon fruit in here. Then again, we're gonna take our thumb, just push it in just like this. Put it away. We're gonna cut it in our 4s again. Okay. We're gonna put this in here. And then now, because I know bananas take up a bunch of room, we're gonna go ahead and put our banana in here. Sometimes I put 2 bananas, but if I have a lot of like extra fruits like I do now, I'm not gonna put 2. I'm not gonna put 2, I'm just gonna put 1 for now. So that's more than enough room for that. After that, so I'm gonna add, what do I want? I kind of fill it out. Okay, I'm gonna add some of that blueberries. My bad. Again, I love these long Ziploc bags. These things are so nice. I mentioned this when I was packing up when I was coming back from the cruise. If you guys have seen any of those cruise vlogs. So I just put a little bit of blueberries. And then now, I always add lemon. I don't know if I mentioned that, but every single smoothie I ever have, I put in lemon. And I don't measure how much of the lemon I cut up. It's just kind of whatever I'm feeling. So we're gonna get about that size, about that much lemon. And then we're just gonna throw it in here. I'll leave the skin on and everything. I don't take the skin off. So, okay. And then now we're gonna, let's go ahead and put a little bit of our water. Baby, you go outside. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me let my dog out really quick. Okay, sorry about that. So we're gonna add the watermelon. And I'm gonna show you guys like a more close up of this, like once I add all the ingredients in and stuff. And sometimes you might have to take your knife and like poke some of it down, but watermelon. I need to take my knife really quick. I'm gonna just gently poke some of this down so this fruit falls down. Right here. Okay. Then we're gonna use probably about 3 kiwis. Yeah, so about 3 kiwis. And then we're gonna finish it off with our grapes, and then the next one I'll probably put strawberries in this one. So I probably don't cut my kiwis the most proper way. Like all I really do is I just cut the tops off, and then I just like shave off the sides with my knife. So again, probably like not the most proper technique, but that's basically what I do. And then we got a nice little kiwi here. Make sure you don't put a lot of the skins, because I've noticed if I put too much of the skins of the kiwis in here, it'll make my throat hurt, or it'll make my throat like really itchy. So try to be aware of that as much as you can. Like again, just try to cut as much of the skin off. Or I mean, if you're somebody that eats the skin and then it doesn't really bother you, that's fine. But me personally, I have to cut quite a bit of this, or pretty much all as I can. Or yeah, whatever. All I can, my bad. All I can of the skin off, because it'll really bother me. And if you guys make smoothies, let me know, because I'm always down. Oh gosh, I'm always down for like new ingredients. I mean, even though I kind of stick to what I already like, because I've learned that I don't really like papaya, and that sucks. Like I totally thought that I would, but papaya is like that one fruit I really don't like. I also don't like cantaloupe, unfortunately. Pineapple I'm okay with, but I prefer lemon over pineapple, really. Okay. And then to finish this off, sorry, I need to dry off my hands just a little bit. To finish this off, we're going to put just a little bit of grapes in here. And then I will show you guys the water that I use to top it all off. So we're probably only going to use about this many grapes. Right here. So that's kind of how I'd grab them by the pluck, or whatever you call it. I don't know the proper name for this. And then I just quickly, and by the way, I did pre-wash these like already way before making this video. I already washed them, so these are already washed. Now, quite honestly, the other fruit, do I wash every single bits of my fruit? No, I don't. But the grapes, at least the grapes I wash. And then this is the water that I use. So I try to always fill this up with like some kind of alkaline water. I don't like using just any everyday type of water. I like using alkaline water specifically. I fill this up with probably about 7 cups of water. And then I'm going to show you guys up close what this looks like. Okay, so this is the finished product. For whatever reason, I love looking at fruits and veggies in the blender. I don't know why, but okay. And then we're just gonna press on right here. And then I always put it on medium. Okay, so this is how I lay out my cups. I have like my cups and all my lids and stuff over here. Normally one of these typically covers about 4 of these cups. So I'll probably add 1 more cup, and then this is pretty much enough. This will last me about like 4 or 5 days. So we're gonna pour the smoothies now. Okay, I'm just gonna fill these up. Okay, and then this is our last little thing for the smoothies. Do it from the side. Okay, so also, something that I forgot to mention that I think is really important. One of the main reasons why I think it's really important to make these kind of smoothies, even if it's something as simple as like grapes and bananas, those are probably like some of the cheapest fruit, is fruits and veggies give you a lot of serotonin. And that means if you have a lot of serotonin, you probably have really good gut health, because a lot of your serotonin is linked to your gut. So especially if you've been feeling kind of lethargic or sluggish or down, and again, I know there's like a million and one reasons people have why they may feel that way, but I will say, like, I think this has contributed a lot to my overall well-being. I mean, I consider myself a very mentally healthy and happy person, and I do consume a lot of fruit and a lot of veggies. So if anything, I hope that inspires somebody. I know fruit and veggies can be really expensive, but again, the grapes and the bananas are some of the cheapest things. Carrots are really cheap too. So even if you only have like a 3-ingredient smoothie, you don't really have to go all out. Hopefully I inspired somebody to start making these, because they will make a difference in your skin, in your mental health, in your life, really. So yeah, and now we are gonna go and do the face masks. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys a couple products that I use for my skincare routine, and then we're gonna get into the face mask that I use. So first, this is the face wash that I use. So this is really good for like combination skin, which is what I have. And then for nighttime, because I have something a little different for the daytime, but this is what I use for my nighttime routine. So I just take like a little drop of this, and then I take probably like 2 pumps of this, and I put it on my face. Now, this I just started using. This is not like the original moisturizer that I use. I know in my Miami vlog, I talked about that. It's been working okay. I'm gonna be totally honest. I think I might switch back to the other one that I've been using, but this works really good. Now, I don't really use this after I put a face mask on, but I will use this because my face is normally pretty hydrated after I use, well, depending on what face mask I use, it's pretty hydrated. And then I'll show you guys some of the face masks that I have from Tata Harper. So I have these 3. And then this one is like an exfoliant mask. I think this is discontinued though, because I can't find it on the website anymore, so it might be discontinued. And then this is like an overall like glowy mask, like hydrating glowy mask. I like this. And then this one right here is like a resurfacing mask. I used this in one of my recent vlogs. This is like a gentle exfoliant, and it's also a good glowy mask too. So again, I'm not like the biggest skincare person. Like, I'm trying to get more into it. Like, I had a really good routine with my skincare for a while, and then I kind of fell off. So, because I'm not one of those people, like, I don't want to have like an 8-step routine or anything. I just, even though I admire the girlies that do, don't get me wrong. I love seeing different products and different stuff that people use. So, okay. And then I have these 2 masks. So one of these we're actually going to put on tonight, and it's going to be a trip for me to put these on, because I love these things, but sometimes they're really hard to put on. And you're supposed to sleep with them overnight, but there's no. Just no. Like, if I slept like straight on my back, I think maybe I could, but like I sleep on my side, specifically my left side, when I go to sleep, so I just can't. Yeah, no. But this is like a pore mask, so this is good for pores and moisturizing your skin. This is some of the ingredients, if you know what any of these ingredients mean. And then this, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what this is for. Like, it kind of came with the pack, but I'll show you guys kind of like the bottom of what it says. And then these are the ingredients. So yeah, it has salmon egg extract. So we are actually going to use this deep collagen mask. I haven't used this in a while. Like, it's probably been like maybe over a month since I've used this. So comment below what skincare and stuff you guys use, because I love to see what people use and I love to see what works for different people's faces. So, because I think that's a big reason why I do use Tata Harper too, is like I really try not to use products that have too many chemicals in it. Again, I'm aware that everything, like almost everything, unless you're just putting straight up fruits on your face, like everything has some chemicals in it. Like, I'm gonna get that here, so I'm gonna take a little sippy really quick. Okay, so we're gonna try to put this Korean face mask on. I'm gonna put my hair half up. And then yes, when I turn this camera off, I'm gonna put my hair all the way up. Oh my gosh, hold on 1 second, sorry. Because anybody that knows me knows how much, I mentioned this in one of my other vlogs, but how much I do not like wearing my hair up. Like, oh my gosh, I really don't like wearing my hair up. Okay. So let's try to put this on. We're gonna open it, because sometimes I have a really hard time because it comes in like 3 different pieces and it's so slippery. But I usually leave this on realistically for about 2 hours. So you're supposed to leave it on for like, let me see. You're supposed to leave it on for at least 3 or 4 hours. And again, if you could do that, then I would do it. You know what I mean? But I only leave it on for like an hour or 2. So, whew. Oh my gosh, these little bubbles are everywhere. Okay, let's see if we can put this on. And I hope you guys enjoyed the little vlog today. I know today was like a shorter vlog, but I do have a surprise coming in my next vlog, which I'm super excited about. So see, it comes in like these 3 layers. You see these bubbles? I don't know if it's good if that's bubbling or not, but okay, let's try to put this on. Okay, I'm gonna put, oh God. I'm gonna put the bottom on first. That's just usually how I do it. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to do it, but that's how I'm gonna do it. Oh, look, this is like slipping everywhere. Oh my gosh. And I wash my hands too before. I should have mentioned that, but oh gosh. All right. I'm definitely gonna have to clean my countertop after I use this stuff. Okay, and then it's got like a little hole. Okay, so the bottom's not that hard for me to put on really, but okay, let's try this. Okay. Oh my God, it feels so good though. Oh, it feels like somebody's giving my face a hug. Oh my God, it smells so good. Do you guys ever like watching those videos of people getting facials? Oh, I love watching those videos. When I was going to school to be an esthetician for like 0.5 seconds, I used to watch those all the time. Okay, here, let's put the top. Okay, now this top one, see, I gotta poke the little holes out. Hope this top one's not gonna give us trouble today. Let's try it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so hard to keep the grip on this. Like, oh God, I don't want it to fall. If it fell on the floor, I would just open up a new one. Okay. Oh, the little eyeballs are still intact. Or not eyeballs, but you know what I mean. Okay, so let's, oh my God, don't rip. Okay, we're good. Okay. Oh my God, I gotta look in the mirror. Okay, let's see. Oh my God, this is like all over my eyebrows. Is this supposed to be on my eyebrows? Well, if not, my eyebrows are gonna get moisturized. Okay. Oh, I just ripped it a little bit. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. It's a little, see? It's a little uneven, but it does feel really, really good. I will say that. It feels really good. Not gonna lie, I'll probably cut it a little bit, but I'm not gonna do it right now. I don't feel like going all the way in my kitchen to get my scissors. So yeah, this is my little face mask. I'm gonna leave this on for a little bit, and then I'm gonna clean it off. I hope you guys enjoyed my little vlog today, and stay tuned because I have a really good video coming tomorrow. I'm super, super happy. And again, comment below what you guys do in a day. I would like to know. I love watching daily vlogs. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. I'm sitting here editing and like I now realize like how extremely uneven I cut it too. How extremely uneven this face mask turned out. But you know what? I feel like this is like a realistic, like these Korean face mask things. I mean, you see where it ripped. And all I want to say is shout out to the girls that flawlessly put these on in their videos. Like, y'all must have practiced. That's all I gotta say. So, but it's still really uneven, but it's not really bothering me that bad. So I just want to point that out because I know somebody's probably looking at this video and they're like, what the heck? But it's all good. Still looks good. Skin's getting moisturized.